Kobe, can you talk about when exactly did you make up your mind to officially retire, and how draining has this whole process been on you today, knowing that the announcement was made earlier today and you had to play a game tonight?
I mean, you know, I've known for a while, right? And I've always said, you know, if anything changes, you know, then, you know, I'll change my mind. But, you know, the problem became for me, it's, you know, what does that really mean? I mean, a decision like this, you can't make that decision based on, you know, outside circumstances. I mean, it has to be an internal decision. And finally, I just had to just accept the fact that I don't want to do this anymore. You know, and I'm okay with that. And, you know, once I accepted that, then it became time to just let everybody know. I mean, why not? I mean, it's just, you know, it takes a load off my shoulders and everybody else's, and I think it's just the right thing to do.
Were you emotionally drained tonight?
No, not really. I mean, you know, it's the first time playing it back-to-back, so I was a little drained for other reasons. You know what I mean? But no, I mean, it's you know, I honestly feel good about it. I really do. I mean, I really feel at peace with it, and you know, excited for what's to come, honestly.
Kobe, with all you've accomplished, what's the hardest part about retiring?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, you know, it's tough to say now. You know, I think that question becomes a lot easier to answer when training camp comes around next year, and you know, I'm not there. You know, I think that becomes a question that's a little bit easier to answer. But right now, I honestly feel really at peace with it. You know, and I've worked so hard. I work really, really hard to try not to play like crap, and you know, I just do everything I possibly can, and I feel good about that.
Well, you had said you didn't want this farewell tour. Now that you've announced this, or you willing to accept it, especially starting back?
No, this is extremely uncomfortable for me. I mean, you know, for me, it's the amount of respect that I have, you know, for the fans on the road. I honestly. You know, if anything, should be thanking them, and I think just to show a mutual appreciation and respect for each other, to me is enough. But I really can't thank the fans enough, man. I mean, it's been such a motivator for me and such a catalyst for everything that I've accomplished. So I have so much respect and love for them.
When did you come into this? That's when you started. You got to start in Philadelphia too. What's that going to be like?
It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. I mean, so much of my game was developed in Philadelphia. And, you know, Lower Merion High School with Coach Downer and playing in the Sunny Hill League, and, you know, so many of the great coaches playing at Tustin Playground and Ardmore Playground and all these things. And just so many great memories there. And it's going to be a very, very special moment.
Did you come into this season thinking that this would be it, and if you wanted to see if you could kind of talk yourself out of it? Or?
Right, that's a good way to put it. You know, because I mean, I really knew. I mean, I think you guys could tell. I mean, it was kind of like, you know, this is it. But if something happened, you know, and I don't think you make a decision that way. You really have to look inside. I mean, if it's something that, if I had a burning desire to continue to play, I would. You know, I wouldn't be second guessing it. I wouldn't be on the fence. I feel very solid in my decision.
What let you know that this is it?
Excuse me?
What told you that this is it?
Well, I don't want to get too zen-like on you guys, but honestly, you know, in sitting in meditation for me, my mind starts drifting. It always drifted towards basketball, always. Yeah, it doesn't do that now. It does that sometimes. It doesn't do that all the time. And to me, that was really the first indicator that, you know, this game is not something that I can obsess over for much longer.
Kobe, did you consider retiring now as opposed to going through the whole rest of the season?
No, because there's so much beauty in the pain of this thing. You know, and it sounds really weird to say that, but it's I appreciate the really, really tough times as much as I appreciate the great times. And it's important to go through that progression, because I think that's where you really learn about the self. And so there's nothing I love more than be able to play this entire season, to go through all of these tough times, to be able to suit up and play on the road and play in these buildings for the last time. I'm looking forward to that.